First home match. Exciting to see the fans and smoke going around the crowd. Syracuse comes in 6-0. Tournament last week. Winnipeg, Yale, and Hartford. Beat their attack. Back at the third time, and she'll get it going for her. Jump serve, Wilson, Slagle, pass to Ortega, right side to Rosario, high off the block, puts the antenna point home. Bonja serve. Taken. Right side attack. Off the block. Hits the floor. And the line taken with the block. 2-0 home. Back serve again. Freshman. Option forward. Punches it over. And pass. Right side attack again. Off the block. No, she can't handle that one. Looks like Markova. 2-1 hot speed. Back to serve. Shimonova. Big high toss. Jump serve. Slater can't handle it. Gotta go into the ace. 2-1. That's it. 2-2. Over again. Big high toss. Slater lets it go, catches the line, another ace. Orange on top. Hawks need a pass here right away. Big toss again. Ortega. Pushes it outside, Vanderwijk. Dug up, free ball over. Middle attack, straightens, block, tips it back over. Oh, he's caught him on guard with the second tip. That was a quick kill. Stereo at the service line. Good serve. Navarro plays it up. Big swing though from Martova, and she gets the kill. 4-3 now. Deuce lead. Stevie serving with Romero. She's in the white jersey. Forward. Drop ball, diving play by Hinkle. Ortega gets up in the air. Vander with big swing. Not good way to kill. 3 balls over. Rosario turns it. Ortega puts it outside Vander with again. Hammers it home. Big kill there. 4-4. Now. 5-4 Hawks on top. Vanderwide back to serve. Back to outside Markov. Off the block. Wait, gets it. Ortega back row attack for 0. Chuck across. That will free ball over. Ooh, good swing. Vanderwide gets it. Ortega platforms to Schmidt. High off the block. Markov off the block. Rosario gets the dig. Ortega. Syracuse with the serve. Go back to serve for the Hawks. 6-5 Hawks leading here. Currently in the first set. Paired up some of the scorers table, and Slay go back to serve. 6-5 Hawks lead. Solid serve there. Push it outside. Markov. Huge on the shoulder with a big swing again. She's listed as a middle blocker, so they're catching her on the outside there. And we're tied at 6. Mark over to the back there now. Big high toss. Comes hard at Vanderwide. Ortega. Out to Schmidt. Schmidt is blocked. Gotta go for a point for Syracuse. Syracuse leads. Big serve. Vanderwide. Back attack to Rosario. Fouls the far corner and goal. Rosario ties it at 7. Take it back to serve. Jogs it forward, floats it over. Good pass. Right side attack, tipped over. Plays by Vanderwide, will take it. Backside to Rosario. Playerski, great play. He hands it up to Taylor Stevens. The basket from that. Right foot down the ramp. She went right up and got it. 8-7 Hawks lead. Ortega to serve again. Jogs it forward. Goes cross, Markov. Good pass. Off the net. Left-handed swing. Tip. Man to lead. Ortega. Outside to Smith, who rolls it over. Shoots out right. Barrow throws it back up the right side again. Left-handed swing. Tipped over the slate. Without his hook. First outside. And the right gets the dig. Ortega. Middle attack. Toya. She scores! Another great play. Alright, 7 Hawks up by 2 now. Ortega. Let's go. Down we go from here. Dips in front of. Dips in front. Ortega to serve again. That's it. Comes back. Right off the block. Man away. Ortega push it back to Bizarro. Bizarro right down the line. Coach Yellen calls for it out. Hawks lead at 11-7 here in the first set. Ortega to serve. Hawks on a 5-0 run. Hold up. It's better. It's a thumb in the net. No foul. Bizarro gets a swing. Sharp cut forward. Pushed out to the lead here. Ortega to serve. Walks it forward, comes right down the line. Pass is tight. Come over to the right side. Big swing through the block. Hawks are in the net anyway. Good big kill to Franklin. Syracuse ends the score line. It's 12-8 now. Hawks lead. Right. Syracuse comes forward, hits it in the net. Gives it one back to the Hawks on the back to Cassiano. Houston checks in the center. Hinkle in for Schmidt. She'll serve for the Hawks. 13-8 Hawks lead here in the first. Goes cross court. Good pass. Push it right back to the outside. There's a way and running in the swing there. Coming over. Last serve. Make some hay with Markova in the back row. She seems to be the most consistent hitter for the Cubes. Hinkle. That's really aggressive. Comes right back out. Seminova again. Blast another one on. Didn't get the touch call this time, though. 14-9. Serve it. Hinkle, good pass to Ortega. Right side to Zero. Zero, sharp cross. Comes back on the Hawk side. Striker plays it. Ortega. Toyosi. She's blocked. Hawks dig it though. Played over. Good play. Right side off the block. And Hinkle still handle it. Give the kill to Memphis. And 14-10. Syracuse taking the ball right over to me. Ball came right over and hit the microphone. Fortunately, we just unplugged that one. So 14-11 now. Syracuse on a little run here. Syracuse fires over Hinkle. Ortega pushes it outside Vanderline. Big swing. Comes back over to the Hawk side. Straight again. Ortega back out to Vanderline again. That's tip this time. She's covered. Houston picks it outside. Off the block. Then off the antenna. Coming over gets the kill. Well, Syracuse has fought their way back into this set now. Syracuse to serve. Hinkle will pass to Ortega. Right side Zero. She's blocked. Seminova. Let's see. That's Plummer in the middle there. Syracuse are back to within one. Koski serve again. Comes over to Hinkle. Diving play. Ortega goes up high and gets it. She's in the net though. They're tied at 14. Coach Brown will use her first time out of the set. We will continue working to make the stream better. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Look at the stats here now. Tied at 14. Rio has 5 kills to lead the Hawk charge. He also has a dig. Markova and Seminova each have 3 for Syracuse. Tied at 14 here in set 1. Hawks busted out to a big lead there, got out by 6. Syracuse came storming back with a 6-0 scoring run on their own now. Iowa getting 286 here in the first set. Syracuse hitting 278, so both teams getting after it. Syracuse does have 3 aces and 2 blocks, so they're scoring another one. Come back out. Touchdown. See who's getting 11. Come back out. Syracuse will serve for New Orleans. Forward. Hinkle has to dive and get it. Slater bumps it up. Vanderweed will get a swing. So Vanderweed will get the kill. Took the color 15-14 now. Hawks break the run. Banjo to serve. It's a beauty. It goes down. Freshman drops it right in front of the arrow. Back up right to it. And Banjo to serve again. Big swing coming up. And that was Big Manchester. Big tilt from the outside. 16-15 Hawks lead. Big serve coming. Goes wide. Slater lets it go. 16-15, 17-15 now. Rosario to serve. 17-15 Hawks lead. Good serve. This will be the high system. Markova gets a roll shot. Rosario gets the gate. Ortega pushes it outside Vandal. Gets it right down the line. Rosario to serve. Down the line again. Markova done. Houston got it. Markova gets a little shot again. He gets in, the right gets it. Ortega done. She's back up though. Comes back out to Markova again. Ortega looks like she's trying to get out of the way. Ball gets back in. And Markova gets a 2 kill. 6'5". She's got a great angle from where she wants. Costume to serve for Syracuse. Little man. Forward. Comes cross court. Pinkham. Ortega. Rosario back row. Clayton was going to down ball it. Another shot. Great dive. Played by Hinkle. Ortega. And the lead. That was wide. I'm going to get this right eventually. Two-hand push. Dug up by Ortega. Schlegel. Rosario walks in the back row. And it's 18-17. Ortega, back up the other way, she's going up. Come back. Another flag. Oh! Tough break there. Clayton called on the net as Markova hit it long. And we're tied at 18. Again. And the wide Rosario back row. Dug out. And assist from Markova. Big play. Ball came back over and Monchuk was hoping to dig it up. They're coming back down. Too hot for Rosario to handle. And 19-18, Hughes back with the lead. Now shoot again. Pinkham. Ortega. Now worked out for the Hawks. Pinkham gets it. Ortega with a chance. Rosario roll shot in the far corner. Syracuse in system. Block. Markova off the net and it finds the tape and rolls in. 20-18 Syracuse lead. That's forced into another timeout. Hawks use their second timeout. 18 now. Syracuse on top. Trying to work to get better sound. background noise. Put it back together.
(2018). Hawks trail here in set one. We come out of the timeout here. Hawks are out of timeouts. Yastrub on a little bit of a serving run for Yastrub to serve. 2018, Syracuse leads. Floats it long. Coach's serve always works. Hawks back within one. Vanderwide, good serve. Right side attack. Finds the far corner between Bizzario and Vanderwide. Ogmunchuk back to serve. Vanderwide, good pass. Ortega, middle attack. Clayton has to punch it over. She's blocked. Falls back on the Hawks side. 22-19. Ogmunchuk to serve again. Hawks need a side out here bad. Comes right over Vanderwide. Ortega pushes it backside to Bizzario. Finds the far corner. That was huge. Hawks needed that. 22-20, they trail. Big substitutions for Syracuse. Slagle to the service line. Slagle pounds it over. Good pass. Right side, off the block. Slagle's able to get it. Ortega pushes it back to Bizzario again. Finds the corner, but Syracuse is going to get it up and over. Vanderwide. Ortega. It's tight. Schmidt's blocked, but it comes back to her. Back row attack. Vanderwide rolls it over. She's dug up. Right side, Markova. Big swing. Wide. Hawks catch a break. 22-21. Hawks back within one. Syracuse will call timeout. We're going to try to quickly end the stream and then restart it. Hopefully we can get some quality sound back. Hawks back within one, 22-21. They trail here in the first set. Slagle at the service line for the Hawks. See if they can continue to push through here. She gets the call to serve. Comes forward, pushes out Markova. It's tight, but she tools the block beautifully. That's going to be an instant challenge there. That she did exactly what she should have done. Pushed it right off the block. Yeah, that one's not going to go the Hawks' way. .22 all. If the Hawks maintain the score there. We'll see how this comes out for them. Look to me, I can't see the replay here. It was just right in front of me here at the net, though. Looked like Markova pushed it off. I believe it was Ortega. Just right off the block. Ball was tight to the net. Wasn't a whole lot she could do with it from a big swing perspective. So she pushed it, used the block, landed out of bounds. Seemed like everybody missed that part, though. Just saw it land out of bounds. So good news for the Hawks on that side, if that works out. But as I said, I think that'll end up coming back. We'll see what we get from the Hawks' perspective. Must not have been able to see it because that went to the Hawks. I am getting old, might have missed it myself, but sure looked like she did exactly what she wanted to do. And we are tied at 22 now. Slagle again, uses hands, middle attack, dug up. Hawks are gonna get it over, but out. (23-22), Syracuse on top. Markova to the back row. She'll serve. If the Hawks can get her out quickly. This was the time they made a run early in the set. She floats it over. Vanderwide, Ortega. Back row attack, Bizario. Yastrub pushed it outside. Oh boy, they had a chance there. Give the kill to the left-handed Franco. And Syracuse will have a couple of set points. Markova to serve. Vanderwide, Ortega, back row Bizario. Hammers that one home. And the Hawks survive the first set point. They trail 24-23. Ortega to the service line. Hawks need one here. Ortega goes cross. Yastrub. Middle attack, it's tight. Toyosi blocks it, comes back outside. Blocked, Vanderwide. Ortega. Oh, and it was outside and wide. Bizario took a big swing and she's blocked. 25-23, Syracuse will take the first set. Hawks played hard, just couldn't quite push through to get it done. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball presented by Quickstar from Learfield. We're going to continue working to improve the sound while we've got a couple minutes here. We'll step away and we will be We'll be right back. Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Hopefully the sound is getting a little bit better now, closer. Check the first set statistics here. Hawks fell 25-23. Markova led Syracuse with 6 kills. Courtney Bizzario had 7 to lead the Hawks. Addie Vanderwhite had 3 on 10 swings. She also had 4 digs. Maddie Slagle had 3 digs. Hawks hit 200 in the set. Syracuse ended up hitting 306, and that was enough to get it done. Hopefully we get the technical glitches worked out. We'll be able to be a little bit smoother here in for the rest of the sets. Iowa Volleyball is brought to you by the University of Iowa Sports Medicine, offering sports injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation to athletes of all ages and skill levels. University of Iowa Sports Medicine, team physician of your Iowa Hawks. Move through here. Still strange when they don't change sides anymore. Hawks will come out to serve here in set 2. Let's see, we've got same lineup. Mari Hinkle will serve to start it off for the Hawks. Hinkle, the transfer from UCLA, Rosemount, Minnesota. Pulls it back, takes a rip at it, goes cross court, ball's tight, middle attack, dug up by Ortega. Hinkle platforms it, Vanderwide gets a swing, off the block and scores. I watched the one match in Coastal Carolina and then tonight. And one thing that Addie does really well is swing at those out-of-system balls. She's able to get a swing at it, get it off the block. Hinkle right down the line, blasts it long. Service error ties it at 1. Hawks need a side out right away. Shemanova to serve. Ortega pushes it out to Vanderwide, off the block and scores. But Vanderwide again. On a banjo, back to serve. Freshman jogs it forward, goes. Hits a little floater. Pushes it outside. Big swing, Markova off the block and scores. Tied at 2. Yastru back to serve for Syracuse. Libero, white jersey. Walks it forward. Comes cross. Hinkle. Ortega. Middle attack. Clayton. It was too tight. Tried to tip it with her left hand, but tipped it right into the block as Syracuse read that perfectly. They now lead 3-2. Yastrub to serve again. Runs it forward. Goes cross again. Hinkle. Good pass to Ortega. Right side to Bizzario. High off the block and scores. Catches that far corner. We're tied at 3. Courtney back to the back row. She'll serve. That'll move Ortega to the front row. Court right down the line. Markova lets it go. Court was trying to go right at her, make her serve receive. She ducked out of the way. This time it went wide. Once before she ducked out of the way, and Libero tried to play it. Lukmanchuk to serve. She goes just long. Teams trade service errors. We're tied at 4. Schmidt into the game. Hinkle will come out. Couple of substitutions for Syracuse. Vanderwide back to serve. Couple bounces, runs it forward. Serves it in the middle. Right side. Nice combination play, but that was Franco who blasted it over the block. Left-hander hits it high and long. Hawks have the lead 5-4. Vanderwide to serve again. Into the net this time. Tried to get a little something extra on it. Tied at 5. Markova back to the service line. Hawks need to get her out of there quick. See if she goes back to the big jump serve. She does. Diving play by Slagle. Ortega platforms it. Bizzario will get a back row roll. Unfortunately, she puts it in the net. (6-5) now. Syracuse back on top. Markova, big lower toss this time. Dives right in front of Vanderwide though. 7-5. She's had a couple different looks from the serve. She had a big high toss that she went at really aggressively. Towards the end of the first set, she just floated one over, and these two serves have been a little bit of in between. Big high toss. Oh my goodness. She fires that one over the basketball end line. Hawks back within 1. No challenge needed there. Slagle in for Clayton. She'll serve. On a banjo to the front row. Ball's in the net. Oh, see what happens. Comes back over. Slagle. Ortega. Back row attack from Vanderwide. Dug up. Pushes it back out. High off the block. Bizzario gets it. Vanderwide pushes. Schmidt just platforms it over. Syracuse running in system. Oh! Franco, though, is blocked. Give that to Vanderwide and on a banjo. Now the Hawks are tied back up at 7. Slagle to serve again. Good solid serve. Pushes it back outside. Off the block. That'll be Shemanova with the kill. 8-7. Syracuse back on top. Cassiano to serve. 8-7. Syracuse on top. Floats it over. Vanderwide. Ortega on a banjo. Good tip. She's dug up though. Oh, top spin lob on the second contact. Cassiano, the middle blocker, tried to do just a little too much. 2 hands together and punching it might have been a little better than a falling backward set when you're the middle blocker. Ortega back to serve. Not sure what we're debating here. Interesting interaction between Shemanova and her coach. Coach is not pleased with whatever call he got there. Ortega to serve. Goes to this 5-6 line. Right side attack. Hawks in the net again. On a banjo on her, I think it was on her jump up, got in the net. 9-8, Syracuse on top. Karakasi back to serve. Couple low dribbles. Holds it out in front of her, and here she comes. Goes right down the line. Schmidt, great pass to Ortega. Middle of block. Middle attack from Bazzario. And that goes for the kill. We're tied at 9. She found the far corner. Mari Hinkle checks back in. Schmidt goes out. Hinkle will serve now. Hinkle comes forward. Goes to the 6th spot. Libero, good pass. Pushes outside. Markova. No, sorry, that was Logmunchuk. She hit it off the Bazzario block. Give her the kill. It's 10-9. Big high toss this time. Powers it. Overpass from Slagle. Syracuse in system. Markova blocked. Slagle gets it. Bazzario goes sharp cross. Toyosi tips it, but she's covered. Markova goes sharp cross. Slagle gets it. Ortega pushes it back to Bazzario. Bazzario has to tip. Finds a home. Comes back over on a banjo. Ortega. Bazzario off the block and scores. Big scramble there, and the Hawks come out on top. As Plummer was a little late closing up the block. Markova was there, but Plummer didn't close it. Went off the inside hands. On a banjo serves. Sharp bullet. Pushed it outside to Markova. High off the block. Bazzario with one hand. Hinkle. Vanderwide with a swing. High block. It comes back over. It's on Syracuse side. They're playing it. Back row attack. That's a back row attack. She was way over the line. Hitting arrow. Give the Hawks the lead. 11-10. On a banjo to serve. On a banjo. Good solid serve again, right to the 6th spot. Markova through the block. Comes down. Clayton got a lot of block. Turned around, was searching for the ball. As it kind of rolled off her head back onto the Syracuse side. And fell on the floor. 12-10. Bazzario Clayton with the block. On a banjo again. Another dart. Great serve. Right side attack this time. Blocked again. Syracuse covers. Markova. Sharp cross. Wide. Hawks are frustrating her a little bit. Hawks now lead 13-10. And Syracuse will call timeout. We will go ahead and take a short break as well, as I think we finally have all of our technical issues figured out. We'll take a quick break. We will be right back. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa. I'm John Evans. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quickstar. Hawkeye fans, get a taste of game day at your home by stopping by Molly's Cupcakes and picking up your favorite cookie or Rice Krispie treat to satisfy your sweet tooth craving. Molly's Cupcakes, located off Clinton Street in the heart of downtown Iowa City. Hawks on a little run here in the second set. They did drop the first set 25-23. On top here in set 2, though, 13-10. As the Hawk defense has stepped up. Now limiting the Syracuse overall, I think just 167. And negative 111 in this set. Hawks hitting 300 in this set, 5 kills, 2 hitting errors. As the Hawks have really kind of started to find a way to block and have an answer for Markova. We'll come out here. On a banjo to serve again. Freshman middle seeing her first action in Coralville here. Great serve, Yastrub, bad pass. Markova, though, will get a swing. She goes, oh! Looked like it might be long, but it was dipping. Hinkle stuck a hand out, couldn't control it. And Markova gets the kill, 13-11. Yastrub to serve. She jogs it forward, comes right down the line. Slagle, tight pass. Ortega pushes it outside. Vanderwide off the block. Hawks dig it up and cover, though. Vanderwide gets another swing. Syracuse digs it up, right side attack. That was, not sure if I can see who that was. 23, that was Lukmanchuk. Slagle thought it was out down the line, but it clipped the line. Syracuse back to 1, 13-12. Hawks still lead, get a side out here. Yastrub to serve. Goes at Hinkle, overpass. And Cassiano puts it down. Nothing Ortega could do, back row setter. She couldn't go up and compete with that, so she kind of held her hands out and hope she hit him. She did not. We're tied at 13. Yastrub, diving play. That'll go as an ace. Vanderwide and Hinkle ran into each other, both trying to play it. Pass wasn't very good from either one then. 14-13, Syracuse retakes the lead. Hawks need to stop the rally. This is what happened in the first set. Jumped out and then kind of let it get away. Yastrub again, Vanderwide, better pass. Ortega backside to Pizarro. That's gonna be in play. We're playing that. Slagle outside to Ortega. Great cut, but we're gonna be in play from a back row attack. Off the block, still in play. Back out to Markova, and she hits it through the block and scores. 15-13, Syracuse on top. Coach Brown. Here comes the serve. Thought she might call timeout. She doesn't. Yastrub, they're on a big run here. Hawks need to side him out. Oh, great play by Hinkle. She was about ready to play it, realized where she was, let it go. She laughs about it a little because I think she got herself into position 2 or 3 different times before she finally bailed out of the way. Pizarro to serve. Hawks back within 1. They trail 15-14. Pizarro right down the line. Really tried to get Markova again. Almost caught her hair, it looked like. It sails over her head. 16-14, Syracuse leads. Coach Brown will go ahead and call timeout this time. 16-14, Syracuse on top here in the second. They took the first set 25-23. We will take a short break as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks trail set 2, 16-14. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suites hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Good serve there. Hinkle, pass to Ortega. Slide to Clayton, high off the block. Yastrub gets it, pushes it, middle attack, off the block, and scores. Give the point to Cassiano. The Hawks need to stop and run here. Lukmanchuk to serve. Couple bounces, slow walks it forward, right down the line. Vanderwide, Ortega, back row attack from Bizario. Dug up high. Markova pounds it over the block. .65 block on, or 6'5" hitter coming over Ortega is going to be a tough matchup. Vanderwide to Ortega, back out to Vanderwide, off the block. And that'll be another point for Syracuse, 19-14. Syracuse on quite a run here. Hawks need to stop. Comes forward right down the line. Hinkle, Ortega. Clayton tips it over. One-handed play by Cassiano is not good enough. Give Clayton the kill. Hinkle will go out. Cassiano will check back in. I'm sorry. Schmidt checks back in. 19-15, Hawks down. Vanderwide back to serve. She goes cross. Big swing coming. Goes wide. Little long from, that was Franco. See Nebraska run that play where the hitter comes from the far side, left-handed swing there on the far right side. Couldn't get it in though. Vanderwide again. Middle attack, tipped over. Clayton just tips it right back over. Kind of a waste there. So Hawks catch a break though in the double contact as Markova would have got a big swing. Love to see Clayton do a little bit more than that, than just beat it back, but Hawks get away with it, 19-17. Syracuse won't waste any time. They'll go ahead and call timeout. 19-17. Hawks still trail by 2 here in set 2. Drop the first, 25-23. Take a quick look at the stats here again. Markova leading Syracuse with 10 kills. Bizario also has 10 for the Hawks. Markova's a little bit more efficient, hitting .286. Bizario's hitting .240. 5 kills for Vanderwide and Lukmanchuk. So pretty even spacing. Syracuse though with 25 kills. Hawks only with 18. 5 aces for Syracuse to only 1 for the Hawks, and 7 blocks for Syracuse to only 2 for the Hawks. So Hawks really gonna have to step up the net game here. Karakasi with 10 assists, Ortega with 14. Hawks have a bunch of digs spread around. Syracuse doing a nice job. Markova with 6. Shemanova with 5. Karakasi with 5, and Yastrub with 5. Hawks still holding Syracuse to .077 hitting in the set. Hawks only have 6 kills so far this set, hitting .167. They'll need to find some offensive efficiency here if we're going to get it done. Vanderwide to serve again. Goes cross again. Markov can't handle it. Markova can't handle it. Hawks crawl back to within 1 now, 19-18. Vanderwide again. Drop ball. Push back out to Markova. Boy, there's just not anything the Hawks can do about that. She's going to be able to hit it over Ortega all day long. Good news, she's checking out. In will check Hoffman to serve for her. 20-18, Syracuse on top. Hoffman right in front of the Syracuse bench. Flat-footed serve, floats it, Vanderwide. Ortega back to Clayton on the slide. That will find a home over near the front row. Clayton slide makes it 20-19, Syracuse on top. Slagle in for Clayton. And Maddie to serve. Runs it forward. Comes right to the 6th spot. Outside. High off the block. And give that kill to Sheminova. Syracuse taking advantage of the shorter setter. Every ball's coming right outside, and they're just trying to go right over top. Bailey's getting her hands on a lot of balls, just can't finish it. Float serve. Schmidt. Ortega tips it over, but she's dug up. Comes back out. Goes wide. Sheminova had the swing. She went cross instead of down the line again. And she hit it out. 21-20. Hawk block just got bigger as Bizzario comes to the front row as Ortega goes back to serve. Bailey comes forward. Right down the line. Tough pass. They get it over though. Slagle. Ortega out to Schmidt. Off the block. Cover. Schmidt again. High off the block. Dug up by Yastrub. And no mistake this time from Franco as she pounds it through the block and out of bounds. 22-20. Hawks in the right place, but they were here in the first set. Need a push. Karakasi back to serve. She's over back in the 1 position. Here she comes. Comes right over. Slagle. Great pass to Ortega. Outside to Courtney. Block. Slagle was too close to the net. Couldn't cover. The ball went over her head. 23-20. Syracuse leads. Coach Brown will call timeout. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. We'll take a short break. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. 23-20, Syracuse leads set 2. Looking to downsize from your family home? The new Oak Knoll East campus is now open and offers many unique amenities for your active lifestyle. Call 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Oak Knoll is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawks. Hawks need a side out here, 23-20. Syracuse on top. Karakasi to serve. She's back over in the 1 position. Short jog, toss. Schmidt shanks it over into the scorer's table, and Syracuse will have a small handful of set points, looking to take a 2-0 lead. Karakasi serving for the set. Holds it in front of her. Short gallop. Comes at Schmidt again. Way off the net. Ortega pushes it outside to Courtney. High off the block. Dug up. Little collision there. But a big swing from Shemanova, and that will give the Cuse the second set, 25-20. Hawks battle through the middle of the set, couldn't quite get it done. We have a little bit of an extended break here. We'll go ahead and take that. We'll call this, we'll be back in 2 minutes. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks trail 2-0, lost the first set 25-23, lost set 2 25-20. Hawks have been competitive and even at times shown to be the better team. but Syracuse overall much more consistent. Markova's been a solid go-to killer. She's hitting .318 on the match with 11 kills on 22 swings. I always had a hard time, haven't really had a great answer for her. Zario has 10 kills for the Hawks. It's taken her 28 swings to get there, hitting .179. Karakasi back to serve for Syracuse. They lead 2-0. See if the Hawks can make a push here. They can extend this match a little bit. Only been swept, they're 0-4, but only been swept once. Coastal Carolina got them after that tough 5-set loss to Duke. Slagle to Ortega. Pushes it outside Vanderwide. Off the block and out of bounds. Hawks score 1-0 again. We've been here a couple times. Hawks have started fast. Haven't been able to keep the momentum going as the match has gone on. On a banjo. Great serve. Yastrub gets it up off the block. Syracuse pushes it back out. High off the block. Vanderwide gets the dig. Ortega. Middle attack. Clayton goes wide. Lots of begging. No touch. Courtney gives the nod to tell her to do it. Bailey's even given her a player that touched it. I didn't see it. Of course, I completely thought I saw the last one and I completely missed it. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens. Just be, obviously it's early in the third set, so it's not mission critical for the Hawks to get it, but just with the way it's been going, you'd like to see some momentum and some roll here going. Iowa Volleyball is brought to you by University of Iowa Sports Medicine, offering sports injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation to athletes of all ages and skill levels. University of Iowa Sports Medicine, team physician of your Iowa Hawks. Mentioned before, you're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball. Quick Star is now the presenting sponsor of Iowa Volleyball. Happy to have them along. Welcome to the family, Quick Star. That's a longer debate than I would have anticipated, so that's a good thing. Hawks will be back in action tomorrow night as they take on Ball State at 7 o'clock. Be back in action then Saturday night as they do the Cy-Hawk series after the football game. Hawks were sure they got the touch, and they were correct. 2-0, Hawks on top. Give Anna. That wasn't Anna, that was Clayton with the kill. Anna Banjo with the serve. Pushes it back out. And she brings that one home as that was Lukmanchuk. Outside hitters for Syracuse. Big swings. Shemanova to the back row. She'll serve. 2-1, Hawks lead. Oh, big jump serve goes long. Hawks could use a couple breaks. All charity accepted at this point. Pizarro, the homegrown from Chino Hills, California. She'll serve. Hawks up 3-1 here in set 3. She goes cross court. Markova, big swing. Oh, Slagle diving play. Oh, Slagle again. Ortega, great tip. She'll score. Hawks win a mad scramble finally. That's a good one. Hawks never looked in charge at that point until the referee pointed their way. Lots of bodies flailing around, though. That's the scrappiness you've seen. And it's 4-1. Bizzario, good sharp cross. Markova has to play it. Back row attack rolled over. Hinkle, Ortega. Vanderwide gets the tip. Oh, and a little panic from Plummer. She punches it over and out of bounds. Hawks lead 5-1, and Syracuse will go ahead and call an early timeout. We'll take it as well. Hawks lead set 3, 5-1. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. Hawks trail Syracuse 2-0. Drop the first 25-23. Drop the second 25-20. But are out to a quick 5-1 lead here in the third. Just getting some good play so far. Again, scrappy fight there. Hawks lead 4 kills on 4 swings here in set 3, I'm sorry. And the last point there was on a Syracuse error. So good stuff all around as the Hawks try to build on the momentum. They've had leads, even had some semi-substantial leads in both sets. Let them get away, so we'll see if we can keep the momentum a little bit longer this time and hold off Syracuse. Bizzario to serve. 5-1 Hawks lead. Coach's timeout works for Syracuse as Bizzario hits the tape and falls back on the Hawks side. 5-2 now. Yastrub in to serve. She spent some time at the service line. Hopefully the Hawks can get her off there quick. Yastrub, the libero. She's from the Ukraine, comes forward, floats it over. Diving play by Hinkle. Ortega pushes it out to Vanderwide, block. Slagle. Oh my. Ended up calling a back row attack there. Slagle made a diving play. And she was in front of the 10-foot line. Ortega went in and tapped it over as it was tight to the net. 5-3. Hinkle, good pass. Ortega, right side to Clayton on the slide. That'll go for a kill. There we go. Vanderwide back to the service line. Addie runs it forward, goes cross. Actually, that was deep middle. Clayton goes up, hammers it home on the overpass. Kill number 7 for Hannah. And the Hawks by 4, 7-3. Vanderwide again. Goes deep middle. Markova off the block and scores. 7-4 now. Lokmanchuk back to serve. Comes across, Vanderwide. Ortega pushes it out to Schmidt. Dug up onto the Hawk side, Bizzario. Ortega dunks that one over, and that one will count. 8-4 now, Hawks on top. Couple of substitutions coming for the Qs. Slagle checks in for Clayton. And Slagle will serve. Serve him from over in the 5 position. Comes forward, goes deep middle. Right side attack again. That's Plummer. They really like that play, that long run. Done a nice job with it, and Plummer's been able to put it away. Markova back to the service line. 8-5, Hawks lead here in the third. See which one we get from her. Fairly direct route. Vanderwide, great pass to Ortega. Back row attack from Zerio, off the block, dug up by Markova. Markova will get a back row swing. Oh, finds the deep middle. Not sure what happened there. Slagle had the line. Vanderwide was slid over. Left a big hole there in the deep middle, and Markova found it. 8-6. Markova again. Rolls it over. Schmidt, bad pass. Ortega pushes it back row. Bizzario has the tip. Yastrub is tight. Anabanjo. Facial to Cassiano. Give Toyosi the kill. Anabanjo. And these freshmen are killing me, making me work. Ortega to serve. 9-6, Hawks lead. Yastrub, bad pass. Swing off the net, though. Big swing from Shemanova. She goes off the inside of the block. Cassiano back to the service line. 9-7, Hawks on top. Floats it over. Vanderwide. Ortega pushes it out to Schmidt. Ball's way off the net. We're going to get a back row swing. Rolls it over. Vanderwide with a good dig. Ortega. Back row attack. Vanderwide. Found it. Very impressed with her. I apologize to all our fans for the difficulty or the multiple ways I've said her name, but Patty with a big back row kill there. Hinkle back in. She'll serve for the Hawks. Again, over in the 5 position, runs it forward. Finds the tape and goes down on the Hawks side. 10-8, Hawks still on top. Couple subs coming in for Syracuse. Vanderwide with 8 kills, hitting .350 today. Great job by her. 6 digs to go along with that. Karakasi to serve. Floats it over. Hinkle, great pass. Ortega, outside to Vanderwide, who rolls it over. Yastrub pushes it way outside. Hawks block it. Back on the Syracuse side. Another swing from the right side. Slagle diving play. Ortega. Vanderwide will get a swing. Yep, we're up in system here. Back row play. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yep, that was off the block, I guess. That was... Sure, that must have been Shemanova. Syracuse crawls back to within 1. Hawks lead 10-9. Karakasi to serve again. Hinkle, Ortega, middle attack, Toyosi. Dug up by Ortega as it came back on the Hawks side. Slagle. Good play by Vanderwide, but in system for Syracuse. Tips it over. Slagle, diving pancake. Toyosi. Vanderwide rolls it over. Back outside to Syracuse. Good gravy. Shemanova with another big swing. The Hawks have just had no answer for the outside attacks from Syracuse. We are tied now at 10. Karakasi to serve. Comes over Hinkle. Ortega out to Vanderwide. Off the blocker's head. Little miscommunication there. As that was Markova and Yastrub, both back there able to play it. But fortunately for the Hawks, neither one did. 11-10, Hawks on top. Anabanjo to serve. Yastrub, bad pass. Markova comes to the outside though, rolls it over. Anabanjo with a dig. Ortega outside to Vanderwide, uses the setter. Yastrub comes back to the outside. Sharp cut again. And Lokmanchuk finds the far corner. Tied at 11. Markova back to the front row for Syracuse. Hawks will have to figure out a way to slow her down. Rolls it over. Vanderwide takes it with hands. Ortega backside to Bizzario. Off the block. Coach is in the way. Doesn't seem to bother anybody, though. Dug by Slagle. Ortega. Vanderwide. High hands. Blocked and out of bounds. Hawks score. The Syracuse coach was about 2 feet from the baseline. His libero made a diving play behind him. But they just kept going. He must do that regularly. 12-11, Hawks lead. Bizzario, sharp cross. Pushed it outside. Oh. Markova on Ortega with no middle block is not going to go well for the Hawks. And Markova puts a hole in the floor to tie it at 12. Yastrub to serve for Syracuse. Floats it over. Hinkle. Ortega. Back out to Vanderwide. Hawks score. Addie has been outstanding. Give her 11 kills now, hitting .357 on the night. Hawks up 1. Vanderwide back to the service line now. Good solid cross serve. Comes right side. Hawks had a play to dig. Bizzario whiffed with her hands. Tied at 13. Like Lokmanchuk back to the service line. 13 all here in the third. Hawks have to win this set. Goes at Vanderwide. Ortega right side to Clayton. She tips it, kind of whiffed, but gets away with it. Cassiano pulled her hands away, let Yastrub try to take it. Diving Yastrub couldn't get there though. Hawks back up by 1. Yastrub is 6'2" as the libero. Notice she was tall. Didn't realize she was quite that tall. Slagle serves it to the 6th position. Back row attack into the net. Hawks get the point. Sheminova with the hitting error. Hawks back up now by 2. Both teams offensively efficient here in set 3. Slagle. Good pass off the serve, back out to Markova. Chops it down the line wide. They're complaining about a touch. She hit it right over the top of the block, but they're going to go ahead and make a... Of course, every time if I make a prediction, I've been wrong. So I'm just going to... She tried to chop it off the block. Didn't see any sort of a touch there. Just a reminder, you're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quickstar. Hawks, as it stands, lead set 3, 16-13. Hawks hitting .462 here in set 3. 13 kills to just 1 hitting error. 8 assists, 7 digs. So defensively, they've cranked it up a little bit that way as well. Syracuse hitting .364, depending on how this call goes. 10 kills, 2 hitting errors. Assists on all of them, also have 10 digs, so... It's going to be a tough one to overturn, I think. Thank you. No touch called. Looked like she just missed that one. The first one I agreed completely with her, and of course I was wrong. That one looked like it's always going to be tough off to the side. So Hawks up here by 3 now, 16-13 in the third. Hawks have been here, need to keep pushing. Slagle drops it in the 6th spot. Comes back outside to Markova. Off the block. Ortega got that one. Markova again. Goes wide. Make her swing again. Good things happen. Give Bailey a lot of credit for just staying up there, fighting, getting her as many hands as she can. Slagle, tough pass. Goes right side this time, tipped over. Ortega, one-handed dig. Schmidt, good play, but couldn't get the kill. Push it back out to Markova. Slagle with a diving play, but that'll go up into the front row. Syracuse crawls back to within 3 at 17-14. Ortega's got a high level to compete. Just love it. Lots of subs. Markova goes out now for Syracuse. Hoffman to the service line. She's the flat foot floater. We'll see what happens. One step, bangs it. Vanderwide, Ortega, back row. Bizzario tips to the line, got it. What a play. Block was late. Bizzario with a perfectly placed ball. Hoffman comes flying in but couldn't get there. And the Hawks back up by 4, 18-14. Ortega to the service line. Deep breath, runs it forward, punches it. Ooh, tough spinner. Off the block. Oh, just wide. Love what Shemanova did, though. She beat it off the block. She was in great position. Had plenty of time. She eyed up the line, knew it was coming out, let it go. Took a big swing there for being way off the net. Cassiano to serve. Gallops it forward, punches it over. Vanderwide. Ortega back out to Bizzario. Hammers it home. 19-15 Hawks lead. Schmidt out. Hinkle in. Hinkle to serve. Hawks with a push here. Mari, toss, fires. Got that one over. Here we go. Right side attack, big swing. Hinkle couldn't quite get it. Vanderweyden on a banjo, got hands on it. Hinkle tried the diving play, couldn't get it back in. 19-16. Hawks still on top. Back to serve is Karakasi. She's caused some trouble with the line. Hawks need a quick side out. Jogs it forward. We get a Hinkle. Ortega. Vanderweyden off the block, but down on the Hawks side. The set was tight. All started with kind of a so-so first pass. Ortega darted it out to Vanderweyden, and she kind of had to push it straight into the block. This is the big point here. 19-17, Hawks still lead. Don't want to let them get any closer. Hinkle, much better pass. Ortega, back to Bizzario, off the block, dug up by Yasterd. In system, off the block, Hinkle gets it. Ortega, back to Bizzario again, off the block. Covered by Slagle. Ortega, it's tight. Vanderweyden finds a hole, and that'll work. Freshman who's just volleyball savvy. Good touch play to the far corner. Diving play from Syracuse. Couldn't keep it on their side of the net. And it's 20-17, Hawks lead. Timeout Syracuse. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. Hawkeye Volleyball is presented by Quickstar. Checking out the statistics here. Not sure what they gave me here, so we're going to go back to the website. 20-17 Hawks lead. Bizzario with 12 kills. Vanderwide with 12. Markova leads Syracuse in the match with 15 kills, hitting .290. Vanderwide, though, doing a fantastic job. 12 kills, .333. Hannah Clayton with 8. We'll see what the Hawks have for an answer here. (20-17), Hawks lead set 3. Anna Banjo back to serve. She's been pretty good from the line. See what the freshman's got here. Hops it forward, drops it in. Yastrub, right side, big swing, block, and in! Shemanova blocked by Vanderwide and Clayton. 21-17, Hawks on top. Anna Banjo again, into the net. Toss was a little low out in front of her. You could just see her pulling right down on top of it. Markova comes back into the front row as Hoffman checks out. That'll put Shemanova back to serve. 21-18. Hawks need a side out right now. Floats it over. Hinkle, Ortega, middle attack. Clayton hammers it home. Good timing, good speed on that play. 22-18, Hawks on top. Give Hannah 9 kills on the night. .583 hitting percentage. Bizzario to serve. She's been going right down the line. She does it again. Yastrub steps in, though. Right side attack. It's tight. Vanderwide gets the block. We're going to come over, though. Clayton tips it over. Finds the hole again. Hannah Clayton at the net, battling. Give her the kill. Give her 10. Give the Hawks a 23-18 lead. Bizzario at the service line again. Basically, Syracuse receiving with 2 because Markova just ducks out of the way when Courtney serves it at her. We'll see if she does it again. Sharp cross this time. Bad pass. Right side attack. Hawks saw it coming but couldn't get there. Bailey saw it. Great running start, but no dice. 23-19. Hawks hitting .457 here in set 3. Let's finish this off. Side out right away. Yastrub back to serve for the Cuse. Comes forward. Goes across. That's Hinkle. Big swing from Vanderwide, and she scores! Addie Vanderwide, kill number 13, and the Hawks have set point. Hinkle goes out. Schmidt comes in. Vanderwide to the service line. Addie with the toss. Goes cross court. Goes just long. 24-20. We'll see. Hawks have had trouble in this rotation here. See if they can get Hannah the ball and side it out. Volkmanchuk to serve. Vanderwide diving play. Comes over to Clayton, goes off the block. She's dug up. Syracuse in system, pushes it out. Big swing, goes wide. Hawks win, 25-20. Love it. Ortega was late getting to the set. Markova tried to hit it over down the line. Bailey immediately says no touch. Hawks win 25-20. So, bonus volleyball. We will go to a fourth set here. Good run by the Hawks. We've got a couple-minute break. We're going to go ahead and take just a short break as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball at Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. Hawks rally back, take set three, 25-20. Still trail 2 sets to 1 as they drop the first 25-23. Drop set 2, 25-20. Hawks had an impressive 4:59 there in set 3. 19 kills to just 2 errors, so very effective. Side out, did a great job. 13 assists for the Hawks there in that set, 9 digs. Hawks led by Addie Vanderweide, 13 kills. Courtney Bazario's thrown in 12. Hannah Clayton with 10. We got 28 assists for Bailey Ortega, 6 digs for Addie as well, 7 for Maddie Slagle. Syracuse led by Marina Markova, 15 kills, 10 digs. Throw in a couple blocks and an ace. Shemanova with 10 kills, also has 9 digs, a couple of assists, a couple aces, a block. Lokmanchuk has 9 kills. She has 3 blocks. Syracuse kind of won the battle at the net for the most part on the block side as they're out blocking Iowa 9-3. But the Hawks have done a much better job kind of getting hands on ball, slowing it down, letting them be dug by their back row defense. And then just that extra pressure on the Syracuse defense, or on the Syracuse offense, making those hitters swing one more time. I've seen a few more errors as they've been trying to do just a little bit more than they were ready for. Hinkle back to serve. She'll kick off the 4th set for the Hawks. The Orange up 2 sets to 1. Hinkle comes over. Yastrub, great pass. Right side attack, blocked by Vanderweide. Back on the Syracuse side. Big swing, blocked again. Give it to Bazario and Anabanjo as they block Lokmanchuk. And the Hawks lead 1-0. Hinkle again. See if the Hawks can find a way to just push ahead early. Great serve. It's tight. Anabanjo dunks it over, but then comes right back to her. She digs it up. Bazario. Oh. Blocked up by... I don't know if the Hawks can challenge this. They think there's a net, but I'm not sure if she's allowed to challenge or not. We're discussing, but we're out of luck. Tied at 1 now here in the set 4. That's Shemanova back to serve. Big high toss. Hammers it. Slagle. Slagle with a tough pass. It was low. Ortega slips a little bit. And as she went to play the ball, she gets called for a double. 2-1, Syracuse on top. See if she goes with that big serve again. That was a good one. Shemanova, big high toss, big high swing. Vanderweide, Ortega, Bazario, just long. Couple of hitting errors here early for the Hawks. And a ball handling error. Syracuse hasn't done anything to him yet. But this serve's been tough to handle. Big high toss again. Slagle ducks out of the way, ball's in. Hinkle tried to sell it, but tried to help out her libero. Unfortunately, that'll go as an ace. 4-1 now. Hawks need a side out right here, right now. Big high toss again. Rolls it over this time. Slagle. Ortega pushes it back out to Vanderweide. Syracuse in the net. Vanderweide kill, 4-2. Anabanjo back to the service line. Clayton will go to the front row. Hawks need to battle back here. Rolls it to the 6th spot. It's tight. Comes right side, tips it over. The Hawks could see the tips coming. They're just not quite getting there. (5-2). Yastrub back to serve for Syracuse. White jerseyed libero. Here she comes. Fires it over. Diving play by Hinkle. Ortega gets it. Bazario off net. Finds the back line. I'm not sure Hinkle got that ball up, but nobody else noticed, so we'll let it run. Give Bizzario the kill there. 6'5" flat footer there, got it done. Court comes forward right down the line. Markova again. Big high swing, no mistake there. As she finds the floor, 6'3" Syracuse on top. That'll send Lokmanchuk back to the service line. Hawks need out of this right now. She goes right down the line. Vanderwide, Ortega, Clayton on the slide. She's blocked. Markova is not only a formidable hitter, but at 6'5", she makes a pretty good pin blocker. And she got that one, 7-3 Syracuse. Serve goes long. And it's 7-4 now. Syracuse on top. Vanderwide back to the service line. Vanderwide, couple bounces. Here she comes. Goes cross. Ate her up a little bit. They're out of system, but Markova will get a big swing. Goes long. Had a good running start at it, just couldn't get her done. Hawks back to within 2, 7-5. Addy goes to the 6th spot. Good pass this time. Comes back out to Markova. Slagle, great dig. Ortega, back row attack. Vanderwide. Yastrub gets her. Right side. Chop. Ortega got. Ortega gets hands on it. It doesn't pop her up enough. Eight, 5 now. Syracuse on top. Markova to the back row, and she'll serve. See which one she gives us this time. Medium. Into the middle of the net. 8-6. Hawks back within 2. Clayton out. On a banjo in. Slagle to the service line. Maddie, bounce. Comes forward, top of the tape. Bleeds back to the Hawkeye side. Service errors traded. 9-6 Syracuse on top. Cassiano to the service line for the Orange. Hoffman checks in for Markova. Cleans it up for the Hawks. Cassiano, couple low dribbles. Reaches up high now. Gallup fires. 3 in a row as her serve goes into the net as well. Nine, 7. Hawks crawl back to within 2. Ortega to the back row. She'll serve. Jogs it forward, punches it over. Makes them play it. That's a step up from where we've been. Block in. Schmidt on a banjo. And the Hawks back to within 1 at 9-8. They got the better of Franco there. Ortega. Hawks within 1. Floats it. Tough pass. Big swing coming. Off the block and scores. Give that one to Shemanova. She's explosive, not quite as explosive as Markova, but she takes a big swing at it. We've got Karakasi to serve. Floats it over. Schmidt, bad pass. Vanderwide. Bizzario will get a swing. Hammers it, but no dice. Man. I'm sorry, I take back all those things. Shemanova's got a big swing. She has an interesting little approach, but she hammers it. She's just not 6'5" like Markova is. But at 6 foot tall, she packs a wallop. Syracuse back out by 3, 11-8. Caracassi. Slagle. Ortega pushes it out to Schmidt. Dug up, one-handed. Here comes off the block. Covered. Schmidt into the seats. Ellie and Jen are no use over there. And Syracuse back up by 4 now, 12-8. Hawks need a pass. Caracassi to serve. Slagle, good pass to Ortega. Middle attack, Anabanjo. We're gonna play this. Free ball over, Vanderwide. Ortega outside to Bizzario, high off the block. No touch called. Timeout though, called by Coach Brown. Hawks down 13-8. They need this one to extend to a fourth. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Extreme Arena. Hawkeye Volleyball, I'm John Evans. Hawkeye Volleyball presented by Quickstar. 13-8, Syracuse stretching the lead here in set 4. They lead the match 2-1. Hawks have had a hard time here hitting negative 182 after hitting almost 400. And hitting over 400 in set 3. Caracassi to serve. Fires it straight over the net. Ortega chases it down. Bizzario off the block on a banjo. Schmidt takes it, gives it back to Bizzario, high off the block and scores. Took 2 swings, but they got it done. Great ball by Schmidt there. Push it back outside. Schmidt checks out. Hinkle checks back in. 13-9. Syracuse on top. Hinkle to serve. Hawks need a run here. Chipping away. She goes right down the line. Good serve. Pushes it way outside. Big swing off the block. Kind of fell into no man's land. Got Shemanova back to the service line. That brings Markova back into the front row. 14-9, Syracuse on top. Big high toss. Rolls it forward. Hinkle. Ortega. Pass was tight. Ortega tried to go up and play it with 2 hands. Gets called for a double. 15-9. Reaching critical mass here for the Hawks. A big high toss. Comes at it. Slagle, good pass. Ortega. Oh! There we go. There was a connection. Tight pass from Slagle. Ortega went up. Made a great move. Put it right on a banjo, and she hammered it home. 15-10 now. Toyosi to the service line. Comes right over. Outside. Markova goes between Clayton and Bizzario and off their hands and scores 16-10. Slagle checks back in. Yastrub back to serve. Hawks need a side out right away. Trading points isn't going to get it done. Yastrub comes forward, floats it over. Hinkle, good pass. Ortega, right side to Bizzario. Middle block was late. Bizzario takes advantage and scores. Give her 15. Hawks are grinding. Court back to serve. Right down the line again. Pushes it right side. Slagle with a dig. Ortega platforms it. Vanderwide gets a swing. Yastrub gets it. It's tight. Blocked by Clayton. Syracuse will get a right side swing. Blocked again. Comes back over. Looking. Markova high off the block. Slagle will get a play. Ortega chases it down. Vanderwide off the block. Slagle. This is trouble. Bizzario in the great spot though. Ortega chases it down. Vanderwide rolls it off the block. Dug up. Right side attack. Hawks block it. Vanderwide. Clayton. Hawks win the big scramble that they had to have. 16-12. Clayton was there. She was doing a great job. Big pushes with her hands over the net. Bizzario right serves in the sixth spot again. Outside, Markova, diving play. Slagle will get that. Ortega platforms it over. Middle attack, blocked by Vanderwide. Clayton just punches it over. Hinkle tried to make a play. Hannah probably wants that one back as run system there and get yourself a chance to score. We're good. 17-12, Hawks trail. Lokmanchuk back to serve. Need the side out right away. Floats it over. Hinkle, great pass to Ortega. Pushes it out to Vanderwide. Big swing, dug up though by Yastrub. Comes back out inside. Hinkle chases it down. Platformed up. Or pancaked up, but not. 18-12, Hawks are in trouble. Love the effort. Hawks break the huddle down 18-12. Lokmanchuk to serve. Hits it in the tape. Hinkle comes out. Schmidt goes in. Vanderwide to the back row in the service line. In need of something good here. As Syracuse just 7 points away from the match. Vanderwide some bounces. Comes forward. Ball's up. Markova again. Clayton didn't quite get the same push over that she has been. Drug it down on the Hawk side of the net, 19-13. Markova back to the service line. Kind of a break now at this point for the Hawks. Although Shemanova really stepped up. Markova pounds it long. 19-14. Hawks have a pulse. Could really use a Slagle ace or two or three here. Sneak their way back in it. 19-14, Slagle at the line. Runs it forward. Ball's tight, comes back out. And there's Shemanova again. She's interesting. She doesn't make a very good first pass. Setter has to come back to her, and then she just hammers it back home. Syracuse to serve. Ortega has the platform at Vanderwide from the back row. Just long, 21-20, Hawks down. Not sure what Coach Brown's going to challenge here. She's just going to ask a question first. It was the last play they wanted to challenge, but this one now it's too late. We're going to get a quick challenge here. (21-20), Syracuse leads here in the fourth. I'm sorry, that would be good for Iowa. 21-14 is what Syracuse leads here in the fourth. After three fairly close sets, Syracuse has pulled away here in the fourth. We'll see what, not exactly sure if Coach Brown's using this challenge as much of a time as for a timeout. If there was something legit there. They've had good luck with the challenges, so maybe she does know something or saw something I didn't. Again, big thanks to Quick Star, and now the presenting sponsor for Iowa Volleyball. Appreciate having them on board. That didn't take too long, so point Syracuse, 21-14. So Syracuse 4 points away. Serve comes over. Vanderwide pushes Bizzario back row, tips it. Oh, got a good play though. Shemanova, big time swing again. She's now up to 14 kills. I'm sorry. Coach Brown will call timeout. Hawks trail 22-14 here in the fourth. We'll go ahead and take a quick break as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. Hawks trail set 4, 22-14. Also trail the match 2-1. Hawks have shown a lot of grit, a lot of fight. We'll see if they can buckle up one more time. Just a quick note, we will have a post-game coaches interview with Coach Brown, presented by Oak Knoll. Glad to have them on board again. Cassiano to serve. Syracuse up 22-14. Vanderwide, good hands to Ortega. Pushes it back out, back row attack from Bizzario. She scores. Courtney has 16 kills, but boy, she's had to work for them. Hawks back within 7 now, 22-15. Ortega to serve. Punches it over right down the line. Right side attack. Off the block. Hawks get it. Franco's blocked by Schmidt and on a banjo. 22-16. Ortega to serve. Goes right down the line again. Good serve. High off the block, Vanderwide gets it. Ortega, right side to Bizzario. Sharp cross, comes back to the Hawk side, and it's just out. Whew, that was close. 22-17, Hawks with a handful in a row. Syracuse calls timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Set 4, Hawks have scrambled back here, scored 3 in a row, 22-17 now Syracuse leads. Syracuse leads 57-45 in the kill department, 7-2 in aces, although Syracuse also has 12 service errors. Hawks do have 9. Syracuse has 11 blocks. Hawks have stepped it up to 7. Ortega to serve. Could use a couple more here from her. 22-17. Syracuse on top. Right down the line again. Ball's tight. Back row attack as Anna Banjo was able to get her hands on the ball. Syracuse going to complain, but that one's not really, I don't think there's any way to challenge that one. They're claiming that Toyosi came across the plane of the net. Officials are saying no, she didn't. I'm a Hawkeye homer, so I will agree completely with the officials in this case. 22-18, Hawks back within 4. Bailey to serve. Comes right down the line again. Comes back out, Shemanov. Long touch. Oh, that would have been nice. 23-18, Syracuse within 2. Hawks need a side out now. Karakasi to serve. She's brought some variety too. She's brought some floaters and she's brought a couple darts. We'll see what she brings here. Medium toss, dart. Schmidt, Ortega. Tight with Bizzario, has to use her left hand. Hawks in trouble here. Ball's wide though. Slagle diving play. Ortega back out to Bizzario. Sharp cross, scores. 23-19. Needed the side out, got the side out. Schmidt goes out. Hinkle checks in. She will serve. Hawks need 1 or 2 from her, maybe 3. Hinkle floats it over right down the line. Ball comes back out, tipped over. Vanderweide gets it. Ortega back to Bizzario, and she scores. Block was set up and ready. Court pounds it off the block anyway, as there was no other place for her to go. Vanderweide was still on the floor after a great dig. 23-20. Hawks sneaking around. See if they can find another one. Hinkle again. Gotta have this one. Hinkle right down the line off the tape. Goes over though. Big swing coming. Syracuse off the block. Slagle gets it. Ortega back to Bizzario again. Sharp cross, scores! 23-21. Let's see. Coach Yellen's looking at the scoreboard. Decides not to call timeout. 23-21. Hawks within 2. Hinkle to serve. Mari right down the line again. Here we come. Right side attack, but bad. Oh no! Timing was bad. Ball goes right between Ortega and Hinkle, as Hinkle kind of stepped away a little bit. Set point coming. Actually, match point coming for Syracuse. That puts Shemanova back to serve. See if she goes with the big jumper. Or if at match point she can, nope, big jumper coming. fires it over. Slagle, great pass. Ortega, it's tight. Pizarro can't use it. Didn't come out to Markov. And oh boy, what a mistake. Setter has a beautiful play. Could have come to Markova. Instead goes back to Lokmanchuk. And the Hawks blocker. Vanderwide and Clayton get the block. Actually, that was Anabanjo. Anabanjo to serve. Floats it over. Hawks down by 2. Now they go to Markova. Off the block. Anabanjo gets it. Hinkle gets it up. Vanderwood with a swing. Chops it. Oh, nope, that was point. Comes back out to Markova. Blocked again. See if they go back to her. Again. Tips it. Anabanjo again. Ortega out to Vanderwood. Blocked. Oh, no. Vanderwide's blocked. She was sitting there out of bounds and the ball hits her. And Syracuse wins set 4, 25-22, and takes the match 3-1. Just a reminder, we'll get Coach Brown. I'm not sure if she's going to go to the locker room first, if she's going to hang around with me. But we'll catch her here quickly for the post-game coaches interview. As the Hawks fall to 0-5 on the season. Lots of competitive fire. They look good. Lots of good moments. Boils down to a match I saw in South Carolina. They struggle just a little bit with passing. And when the passing goes south, then they struggle. Because obviously you can't run as good offense there and got a little bit of work to do. So, thank you. Looks like Coach Brown's going to get me right away before she disappears here. Hopefully I've got enough cord for you, Coach. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. I can't hear you yet, so.
Okay.
There we go. How about now?
Good.
All right. We got Coach Brown here with the interview presented by Oak Knoll. Coach, I want to start with the positive, or at least what I saw as a positive. Mm-hmm. How about Addie?
Yeah, Addie is definitely transitioning her well-balanced game that we saw against Washington into this new week here. 14 kills, hitting 250, and she got 4 blocks. And she passed really well. So, just good to see Addie maintain that consistency that we see in practice and what we saw against Washington.
And her hitting percentage, the last hitting her, she was cruising around over 300 there for much of the match. I thought she was outstanding. It feels like you guys are, I watched the match, the 5-setter against Duke, and then, 2 matches in the Pac-12 Challenge last weekend where there's moments of it. What do you see as what do you need to see more of to turn these close losses or competitive losses into wins?
Yeah, we're just missing a little bit of offensive balance in half of our rotations. Our players are stepping up, but we just have matches where if we're missing one key player, it just becomes a little bit tougher to side out faster. It becomes a little tougher to be in transition and find that kill. So it's really just coming down to a little more balance in 3 of our rotations here. But our defense is picking up. I think Maddie Slagle with 12 digs is starting to find her own and find her range in the matches. And our blocks are picking up. Could they be better? Of course. But even with a block or a dig, we got to find a way to put it down.
There was a stretch you could tell Syracuse really wanted to. Their outsides were their focus anyway, and you could really see when Markova had Bailey, they were really coming at her. But talk about Bailey's compete. Holy cow, she's got to give up 8 inches to that player, and she got her hands on a lot of balls to at least give the back row a chance.
Yeah, we've been working with Bailey with timing. We've seen smaller setters like Bailey in the Power 5, and it's just really about your timing. So Bailey does give her a run for her money because she's so competitive. But, again, you got to see that a little more consistently and a little bit earlier. I think it took a full set for us to figure that out. But.
So now tomorrow you've got Ball State. Mm-hmm. Have you looked at them at all yet?
Yeah. Ball State, again, another team that's outside driven. They're coming from a conference that they do well in. So we're just looking for them to bring a lot of scrappier defense and really running a lot of offense through their outsides. But, we got some stuff. We got a little bit of time to figure out some things in a couple of rotations, and we go again tomorrow at 6.
Sounds good, Coach. I'll let you go and appreciate your time, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
All right. Thanks, John.
Take care, Coach. That was Coach Brown with post-game interview presented by Oak Knoll. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Sorry about the early stream issues. Glad we got it worked out. Hopefully we'll be all set and ready to roll from the get-go tomorrow. Tomorrow night we start at 7 o'clock instead of 6, so 7 o'clock tomorrow against Ball State. We will see you then. I am John Evans. Thank you for listening to Hawkeye Volleyball presented by Quick Star. Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Thank you for listening. Have a great evening.